is what many entrepreneurs from Warren Buffett, Gary Vee, Elon Musk, you know the names I like to mention on this channel, say is the one thing that's helping them succeed even further. Welcome to the barn where we party hard but hustle harder. Today I'm feeling great day, and I have a great video. Now I'm going to go over the 10 things that most entrepreneurs do. I want you to objectively and honestly grade yourself from a scale of 1 to 10 of each of these things. And if you're not practicing at least half of them daily to a sufficient level, which is like a 6 or 7 on the scale, and you're wondering why you're not successful and your life is full of abundance, this is why. After this video, each of the things I tell you in this video, you have to take very seriously, and I can promise you your life moving forward will be much easier. Number 1 is kindness. Now, don't take this as that lovey-dovey foo-foo thing that we learned in primary school or kindergarten. Kindness is the number 1 thing, if you leave even everything else in this video, that you need to succeed in anything. Without kindness, you wouldn't be able to build a team of people who value you for your morals and what you're trying to present, and they only work for you because they have to, not because they want to. Also, without kindness, you're not able to be empathetic, and without empathy, you're not truly able to understand your client's problems and needs. And problem solving is the essence of entrepreneurship and business, because business is basically making money off other people's problems. To be truly kind, you have to empathize with everyone. Regardless of how they speak to you, you have to try and put yourself in their shoes and see where they're coming from. And by doing so, you become much more tolerant as a person, which enables you to make decisions which are much cooler mind and get things done. Kindness is not something that if you have it, you'll succeed, but if you don't have it, you will definitely fail. Number 2, are you eating foods that help your brain and drinking enough water? You see, your every cell in your body was essentially built from the nutrition your mother ate while you were in her womb. And as you continue to grow, these nutritions help you grow. And the same goes for your brain. And your brain is your most valuable asset as a businessman. So are you eating things such as avocados and eggs? I'm a vegetarian, but salmon and blueberries, these foods that we all know are great for our brain. I'm sure if you Google superfoods for your brain, you get a huge list. Now, ask yourself, are you eating this, or are you constantly eating sugary foods such as burgers, pizzas, and sodas? Now, these foods, although they may taste good for you, they don't provide your brain with the fatty acids and proteins it's required to build the structures to properly form the organ. Think about it. A computer that's not built with the right equipment it needs cannot function the way you want it to. If you're not eating these superfoods, not only are you not building your brain to help it reach its full potential, but these other sugary foods are draining your energy to make you not function optimally. On the subject of water, if you're not drinking at least 8 glasses per day, you do not have enough liquid in your system to cause hormones to flow around and help digestion and so many things that are so vital for easing out your brain. You see, every time you don't give your body what it needs, the brain has to work extra hard in that region, and that's extra energy that could be used in making much more critical decisions in a much calmer way. Eating these superfoods is a must if you want to be an entrepreneur. You cannot tell me you want to run a successful business and your primary diet is burgers, pizzas, and chips. Sorry, it just does not work. The next thing I want you to rate yourself on is, are you getting regular sleep? And the best way to know this, are you always feeling tired and lethargic? Because one day you're sleeping at midnight and waking up at 4, the next day you're sleeping at 10 and waking up at 8. You need to have a regular amount of sleep. Now, it's a myth that you need 8 hours of sleep, as every body is different and every mind is different. So for you, you may only need 6 hours to function, while someone like me needs 7. But you need to get into a regular sleeping routine where you're going to sleep every day at the same time. Eventually what you'll notice is you'll be able to wake up without an alarm clock. when you've reached that level of sleep discipline, where every day your body knows that this time I'm falling asleep, this time I'm waking up, is when you can call yourself regular. The reason sleep is so important, as we know, it's when short-term memories are turned into long-term memories in the brain. So if you notice, most of your wonderful insights actually come while you're dreaming. So by having regular sleep, you make that sleep far more efficient, and therefore you're able to form much better long-term memories and have much better visions. And think about it, Steve Jobs invented the MacBook in his sleep. Einstein solved relativity in his sleep. A$AP Rocky has said he's come up with many of his tunes in his sleep. When you sleep, it's okay, this may be getting a bit spiritual and away from like the practical side of content, but I believe it's the only time you visit the spiritual world really. And the spiritual world is not some juju place in the sky. I believe it's within you. And by having efficient sleep, you're able to spend more time in this magical place where literally the essence of thought is formed. By giving yourself that extra efficient sleep, I'm almost guaranteeing you'll be more active during the day and more able to make much more practical decisions to guide you in your business. Guys, before I give you point number 4, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button, as it really helps boost the algorithm. Like, no, we're not going to wait till the end of the video. Please, do it right now as I'm watching you. Number 4 on the list is practicing gratitude. Now, gratitude is actually one of the most important things to success, because if you're unable to appreciate what you have already right now, how are you able to appreciate when you get more? Because if you think about it, the fact that you're able to watch this video means you have a stable internet connection, you have a place to call home probably, and many things are going your way. If you can't appreciate these little wins, you'll never ever be able to appreciate the big wins. Now, gratitude, as it also may seem as one of those lovey-dovey, whooshy topics, it's quite an important one. Because even though you're taught it as a child, you know, by practicing gratitude, you're able to appreciate what you have right now, and therefore when you get more things in your life, you're able to feel even more fulfilled because you're able to accept more and more blessings. And actually, gratitude is what many entrepreneurs, from Warren Buffett, Gary Vee, Elon Musk, you know the names I like to mention on this channel, say is the one thing that's helping them succeed even further. To practice gratitude, every day I want you to keep a gratitude journal near your bed, and before you go to sleep at night, I want you to write 5 things you're grateful for, and in the morning when you wake, just tell yourself that, you know, because I believe there's a power in words. Today I'm grateful for life. Just having woken up, my family is healthy, that's a big win for me. When you put yourself in that positive mindset, you're able to do the next task with a bit more positivity, which will lead you to doing the next task with more positivity. And through positivity, you're able to create. By creating, you're able to solve problems. By solving problems is the only way you can efficiently run a business. Point number 5 is meditation. Now, meditation is so important, as I explained in one of my early videos last year, that it's the only time your brain has delta waves when you're actually awake. These delta waves lower the brain frequency, and just like your heartbeat, as you're able to be more and more efficiently. But let's leave the scientific reasoning out for a moment. When you're able to meditate, meditation is the art of being able to see emotions pass by you and understand how you feel, but not let them directly affect you. I know that may seem a little complicated, but the best way to meditate, forget all these meditation courses and every day, is just sit, close your eyes, keep your hands like this, I feel it works for me, and just breathe. Keep your concentration on the breath. By doing so, you're able to forget everything else that's going on in your life for that moment and just live in that breath. Doing so, you'll be able to take this philosophy into your life and concentrate on tasks at hand much more efficiently, to live in the moment, to leave the depression of the past and anxiety of the future. Meditation is the way you exercise your mind and train your mind to become more efficient at doing the tasks it's already trained to do. For point number 6, on the subject of exercise, is exercise. Because exercise has ton of mental benefits for your body, not only because as you work out, more blood will circulate through the brain, enabling it to get more nutrients for it to grow and work much more efficiently, but by exercising, you're able to make your body look much more aesthetically pleasing, enabling you to walk around with a lot more self-confidence. And I believe another one thing you need in business is self-confidence. If you don't walk around like you're the thing, you're the shit, I'm the man, if you don't have that mentality, you're always being put down and you'll be filled with a lot more self-doubt. By being able to look good, even though it's not the primary objective of exercise, you're able to walk around with a certain charisma that enables you to get things done much more faster than the average person. Also, with exercise, by building the muscles in your body, by lowering the level of your heart rate, and doing tons of things that we can simply not cover in this video. Exercising is definitely a must-do for every entrepreneur. For point number 7, are you doing deep work for at least 1 to 2 hours per day on a particular field that you're interested in and that you're passionate about? Now, I don't care who you are, you're not too busy to focus on your dreams. I mean, I work a full-time job. I'm going to college every other day with exams around the corner. Yet I make it a point that every single Saturday I'm going to shoot for you videos for the rest of the week, these 5 hours, and I've blocked out 2 to 3 hours in the morning just to focus on shooting, and 2 to 3 hours every day for planning and working on other things around this business. If you're not able to sacrifice the short-term rewards such as Netflix and social media just for a couple of hours each day to achieve your dreams, how will you ever build something to be established? Because most people don't inherit a ton of money or just have that free time, because you have to pay bills somehow, and you have to go to school, or you have to do this and that. Now, do these obligations mean that because you're a bit busy now my dreams never come true? No! It's you being disciplined enough to say every day, for this period of time I'm busy because I have to plan for this and that, and during that time you have to keep your phone aside unless you need the phone for your research or whatever, but like block the notifications from WhatsApp, Instagram and everything, and just focus. Like sit, and trust me, the first day, even if you just sit and do nothing, it would be a bigger win than having used that time for Netflix, because as well described in one of my favorite books of all time, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. The art of just putting an initiative to try and do something automatically gets you into a rhythm where things will start getting done. You can't tell me you'll be sitting for 2 hours every single day to work on your dream and nothing gets done. It just doesn't happen. A little bit of dedication for this deep work will take you a long way. Point number 8, you have to make time in the week to meet at least one person who has reached where you want to be. For example, I met Eric Amondi last week, as he is one of the major social media influencers who has made it in this game. Before that, I met Mumo, as he has 37,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I knew I had to learn something from him. I sit with my grandpa each and every day to get a few words of wisdom, because the people who have already reached where you want to be have all the tips and tricks, because they did it. By speaking with them and hearing the insights from them, you're able to get a new perspective on how you're able to shift your mentality in order to achieve the objective you want. It's quite simple. Just put an hour each week for a coffee break and invite this person out to coffee. Most of these people are willing to share their experiences and knowledge, and you'll be shocked. I used to think if you reach out to these influencers and these big people, they'll never respond to you. That's not the case. Literally, go to Instagram right now, hit up their DMs. Maybe out of 10, 9 won't reply you, but the one that replies you is a valuable asset to you. Take that time to hear them. Listen to what they have to say. And a tip for you, which I struggle with, when you're with someone who is more experienced than you, Try to be listening 70% of the time, asking questions 30% of the time, and let them speak. Even if you feel what they're telling you you already know, there's something small in those hidden lines which will trigger your brain in a way that was never. Popular to contrary belief and what I've mentioned earlier in this video, for point number 9, you want to be taking time off regularly. One of my favorite methods of working is the 90 to 20 minute rule, where I work for 90 minutes at a time and then I take a 20-minute break before again starting for 90 more minutes. But it's not only about that. Sometimes you have to realize you're a human being who wants to sit in bed and watch Netflix all day, or you want to go in your car and go for a round and burn fuel with no purpose. You're a human being. You need to take time off for yourself just to do things you find that are enjoyable to you, even if they're not as productive. Some people think that I'm grinding like morning till evening, but you'll be shocked. I'm currently actually watching 2 Netflix series and reading a book that I enjoy. You see, the thing is, it's not you want to deprive yourself of the things in life that you enjoy so you can reach your goals, but it's in a way of fitting it in as like a reward system, or at the end of the day to ensure it's still part of your life, to make all this productivity worth it. Don't go with these Instagram gurus such as Millionaire Steps on this page, which literally brings very toxic productivity that makes it seem like you have to put yourself in a box and just grind. And that's the only way you reach. Gary Vee talks about how he goes and watches the New York Jets every single match. I mean, it's impossible as a human to believe you're going to wake up and be productive till the time you sleep. So it's taking away that guilt from the things you enjoy doing, and the only way you can get rid of that guilt, you know that feeling where before an exam, when you watch Netflix, you feel like, I shouldn't be doing this, and then you don't even enjoy the Netflix? The key to overcoming that is first be productive during the day. The first thing you do, let it be productive, but then know, okay, I've done my productive thing, but I'm a human being, and now it's okay for me to be unproductive. For example, on Sundays, I don't work the entire day. Why should I? It's time for me to enjoy with my friends and my family that I don't give them any time for during the week. Toxic productivity is one of the things we want to abolish on this channel. That's why our slogan is, we party hard but hustle harder. As long as what you're doing productive is more than your unproductivity, even if it's just by 1%, that means 51% of the time you're more productive, 49% of the time you're least productive. So it's still a win-win situation. As cliche as it may sound, this is the most important thing to win as an entrepreneur. Step number 10 is taking time each week to learning essential skills such as accounting, law, and being a leader, such that you're able to run your business much more efficiently. But the thing is, you want to know a little bit about each of these disciplines, but not specialize it. Because as an entrepreneur and business owner, you want to bring the people who already have these skills and are far better than you into your ecosystem so that they can do it for you and for your vision. For example, I don't know anything about video editing, yet I have some of the best edited videos in the whole of Kenya. That's because I went out of my way to get one of the best managers and video editors for my content. Soon when the website comes out, even though I'm alright at coding, I'm not the best, but I had a team of well-specialized software and web designers helping me design these websites. To truly succeed as an entrepreneur, it's taking this idea of division of labor, that you can't do everything, therefore you need to take the time to educate yourself a little bit in each field, just enough so that you're able to make decisions, but you have to be willing to outsource and let people who are better than you make the decisions in certain fields. Leadership is not about being the best at everything, but finding people and resources that are good at accomplishing the objectives you want and bringing them together in a fun and friendly way that builds a community of your own. I hope that this video has been informative for you guys and taught you something about how the 1% of entrepreneurs do things different. If you've enjoyed this video, as I mentioned earlier, hit the like button if you haven't done so already. I'm watching you, and also hit the subscribe and push bell notification so you never miss an amazing video like this one each and every single weekday. That's gonna be a wrap for us now, and for now, peace.